Shout out Saturday, and I guess the first shout out's gonna be my buddy, my brother, M. Dinkins.
Is here, M. Dinkins. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I's here.
He's here. We're here. We're gonna be talking about a lot of different things. Right now, we're actually having an interesting talk about YouTube. And I was gonna say to you, M. Dinkins, before I started the stream, that you know, like, a lot of the good ones, they either kind of gone downhill. I'm gonna turn down my TV real quick. They've either gone downhill, like YouTubers, or they forgot what a lot, like, you know, what it was about. Hey, what's up, F1 Magma? We're just talking about YouTube. How are you doing, man? We're talking about YouTube right now, just how it's changed in the last, you know, 12 years since it started, or 13, whatever. Like,
now the biggest thing right now is still gaming channels.
yeah, but the thing is though, with these gaming channels, unless you like really popular, and unless you're willing to, you know, I don't know, abide by YouTube's rules. I don't know, like, unless you're like, I don't know, it depends on who you are, like, YouTube is just, it's kind of like,
They're real picky.
They're picky, and I don't know if it's gonna get any better, like, in 10 years.
YouTube shuts down. Oh my god.
Oh, I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't think it can shut down. It'll be something else. Somebody will create something else. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, something better, I hope. The thing is, yeah, but the thing is, MD, we can't just, we can't just, I don't know, man, it's like, we don't, like, YouTube just, the thing with YouTube is, it's like, it contradicts itself. Like, they say no nudity, yet they'll show I don't know, a Rihanna video, music video, or a fucking music video, nipples all out, you know, clear signs of sexual behavior, inappropriate behavior, but they won't let a small YouTuber who's just starting out, you know, doing yoga, show yoga moves, because all that's, yeah, and yes, that was a reference to that YouTube shooting. I don't support it in any way. I think it was terrible that somebody commit that heinous crime, but at the same time though, like, the fact that that woman would do that because of her content, that's like, that just shows that, shit, some people, like, I miss the old days of YouTube, like you said, MD, like, I remember watching, like, people like Smosh, like, friggin', like, they were one of my inspirations for, you know, like, doing this shit, like,
I used to watch, people, like, technical difficulty, freaking going on Omegle, you know what that is?
oh yeah, I remember Omegle,
Used to, like, prank them and all sorts of stuff. That was my thing for a while. Now his channel shut down or something like that.
yeah, like, hell, you can't even, there's certain things you can't even do on YouTube now. It's like you can't expose people, like veterans. Like, there's this guy named Don Shipley who used to expose fake Navy SEALs, and there's only like a handful of those guys. And like, you can't, like, it's like, I don't know, like, I remember when I started watching YouTube, it was like, these people are cool, like, but, I don't know, I was gonna say, like, what was I gonna tell you before, I'm trying to remember now, like, crap, I can't even remember. Like, there's, oh yeah, I remember. There are words that you can't even say anymore in your videos. I'm gonna say them anyways, because we're villains. We're the family villains. We don't give a shit. We say what we want. If you don't like it,
Counter recon is able. Engaging enemy aircraft. Searching for targets.
I will fucking make a deal of this. I'll expose the shit out of YouTube. I'm just kidding. Anyways, like I said, like you can't say sub, like, you know, subscribe. And I've gone into streams say, hey, I'm a new sub, and they don't. You know what their first words are? They're not thank you for joining my channel. It's, oh, you can't use that word. Moderators, fucking take that shit down. It's like, what the fuck? That's why when I host a stream, I don't believe in... Hey Isaac, we're doing a live stream right now. That's why when I host a live stream, I don't say, oh, moderators fucking do that shit, because I only have a couple moderators. I have you, M. Dinkins. By the way, you're a moderator, and congratulations. And, oh, we've just reached the 5-minute. Yeah, no problem. You and Forever. Shout out time, I guess. Shout out to the Family Villains YouTube channel, ran by my buddy, my brother, M. Dinkins. Check out his, you know, channel. Check out his channel. Check out his channel. You know, give him, subscribe to him. Show him some love. He does a few live streams every now and then. I'm in a couple of them. Isaac's in them. I'm in them. Oh, and Isaac's here too, by the way.
Hi.
Yeah, like, you can't say sub. Isaac, guess what? You can't say sub anymore when you're host. Like, you can't say sub for subscribe.
What do you mean?
Like,
everybody subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, you can't say that. Like, you have to say something else. Like, I've gone into streams, I subscribe to these people's channels. I'd be like, hey, I'm new to your channel. I just subscribed to you, or I subbed you. They're like, instead of saying thank you. I think you can still say, like,
likes.
You can still say that, I think. I don't know, though. But the thing is, if this lady, she didn't say, she was like, yeah, she didn't say thank you, which it doesn't matter to me. I didn't care, but she was like, every moderators take that shit down right now. It's like, what the hell? It's like, this is why, it's like, they're policing now. It's like, I don't know if you've read the book 1989 or 1984 about how you're policing, you know, shit. Like, now they've got the the only reason I have moderators is because, you know, I don't know. Apparently everyone has them.
Yeah.
So I just figured, what the hell, just have some. And like I said, you know, I unless somebody's like saying death threats or saying, oh, go kill yourself, like, that's like, yeah, mute that person. But if that person wants to spam or say shit, let them say it. Like, I know nobody's watching my stream right now, and I frankly don't care. Like, that's okay. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it don't bug me.
Domination.
It don't bug me. Like,
honestly, I did the YouTube because you did it, because it creates memories.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, like you and I, that's why we
did it with Ron. That was hilarious. That's the funniest one.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, you don't know what we're talking about, check out one of my videos. I might actually put the link down. I don't know. Hey, M. Dinkins, if you go on the stream, you can probably copy and paste the link in there. You are a moderator, so you can do that.
Closing with Kaiser.
Oh, simply, you just go copy the link off my channel and then go into the stream and paste it. That's all you gotta do. But it's up to you, man. But like I said, check out, it's called the Ron Holman Freakout Part 1. There is a Part 2. But it's not really that long. And it's, like, honestly, if I cut it, it would have been way too short of a video. But that Ron Holman thing was just funny, like, oh, man. Ron, I miss Ron. Ron, I don't know if you're watching this, man, we miss you. Probably not. But if somehow this gets to you, we miss you.
Counter recon is airborne. Engaging enemy aircraft. Recon searching for targets. Enemy contact.
Like I said, though, YouTube's just, it's just changed people. Like, you can't have fun anymore. You can't say silly words. You can't say sub. And you can't, like, and people, the sad thing is, people, I think, consider this like a way of life, a way to make money. Like, I mean, yeah, it's okay, but unless
Honestly,
you're like,
you have to have views on your videos.
yeah,
No
like,
likes. It's not subscribers. It's you gotta have
views.
viral video.
Yeah, you gotta have that. And another thing you gotta have though is, they say, oh, it's all about the support and stuff. You gotta send those, you gotta support others, go on their streams, comment on their videos. Yeah, but what if I don't like their videos? I mean, yeah, I'll subscribe to people who subscribe to me, and I might watch their, but
I hate when people say, like this video, you could possibly get a golden like button.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
the one thing I don't like is people, yeah, that's a troll, like, I guess. I mean, one thing
That's
I
just
don't,
like,
one thing I don't like is the people who say, oh, you gotta, in order to get support from people in this community of streamers, is you gotta watch at least 1 minute of their video, like and comment on it. It's like, man, I ain't gonna comment on something.
they tell you not to skip the ad, stuff like that.
Dude, unless if I have the option to skip the ad, I'm skipping the ad. Like, that's just it, hands down.
Watch the whole video.
Like, look, I know I got some long ass videos on my channel. I don't care if people don't watch the whole thing. If you just watch little clips of it, that's cool. Like, until I learn to edit.
Trying to make a living, they want to do whatever is possible.
Yeah, like heck. And like another thing is, I'm trying to keep politics out of the video. Like I said, because that can kill your channel regardless of what side you're on.
Real.
Like, I think that's what happened to Tyler Oakley. Because, I mean, he's still popular, but I think he's supported.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Isaac?
Hello?
Hey. Hey.
Awkward interaction, but it's all good.
Hey.
Oh, another shout out goes out to my buddy, my brother Isaac here, Isaac Loco.
Hey. You know what it is, bitch.
Isaac, see, he's just like, what I like about Isaac is he don't give a crap. He says it how it is, which is how YouTube used to be. Like, he's like, dang old, like the high men would have said, America's
I love
remains.
you, Otto. Bro, I love you for that, bro. We the last to the real. That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Dang old, like America's remains, you know, just, I don't know, just the remains of a, I don't know, an era that people don't, just, I don't know.
Nah, I understand.
But,
Just a young guy with an old soul, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like just, you know, just rarity, you know, just like I said.
You really think so, though?
What's that?
You really think it's rare? Like, not rare, but
Well,
you think, like, it's, like, not, like, certain things on my character are rare. Is that what you would say? Like,
well, yeah, something like that, I guess. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's unique, you know?
Yeah,
like,
everyone is.
that is true.
Oh, yeah.
Like, some people, though, it's interesting. Some people actually think that we're all wired the same. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, in a sense, yeah, we're not. But the only thing we have in common is we're all human. We all bleed red.
yeah.
We all have 2 legs.
Well, some of us are actually born without that MD.
We're supposed to have 2 legs.
That's the idea, yeah.
I don't know, the things that humans have in common are mood, fucking pain. We go through pain together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, we
It's
all,
just everyone's on this earth together.
yeah,
Everyone's going through the same shit, just living life, you know?
yeah, like,
Just trying to get through.
Yeah.
Enemy paratroopers in the sky.
But what I don't understand is those people who,
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
I don't know. I mean, I was reading this. I don't know. Somebody showed me this today on. Someone showed me this. It was a Facebook post. I don't have Facebook, by the way, but I saw this post, and like, it was this girl who I know. She said something about racism, and for the record, it's a messed up thing. Like, we've all dealt with it. Like, we all have. I think everyone in this stream right now, or in this party, has had that experience with racism or some form of it.
Yeah. With adversity.
Never.
You've never had an issue with adversity?
Shoot, really? Well, maybe he's just not comfortable talking about it, which is fair.
Respect that. But yeah, I've had instances with racism and shit.
Yeah, and so have I. Like, my grandfather was called derogatory terms for Italians, like, and he, yeah, like, we've all been, like, but the thing I said was, and I thought was, you know, like, racism is messed up. I don't support it at all. It's disgusting, but it comes from every race. Everyone, there are people in every race, you know, who are like friggin' racist. Like, and the thing is, what you do with it, well, yeah, there's that too.
In a way, to a certain extent.
Yeah, like, it's like everyone's a bully to a certain extent.
Society is racist. It's just society.
Yeah, but the thing is, what we do, what a lot of people don't do is, what people do is they react to this stuff. And when you react to it, you're giving that person...
Them what they want.
Exactly. You're giving them attention and power over you. By not reacting, you're telling these people their words mean absolutely bull to you.
Yep.
Like, if... Yeah, like...
Yep.
And they'll just get bored and they'll...
Back. Because even with all that Rayleigh, and by where I work at, bro, it's like a... it's just a nice ass area, bro. Just the whole different side of town compared to where I'm at right now. I'm in the hood right now, I'm dead ass, bro. Like, over here where I'm at, there's projects right around the block, and there's some shit that popped up. I haven't seen it yet, but just compared to where I'm at, to Folsom, nigga, I went to Rayleigh, and this white lady just stared at me with my dreads out. She was just staring at me like in disgust, and I was just like, yeah, bitch. I swung them. I'm like, what's up, bitch? I got my dreads, nigga. What you gonna do about it? Scaring me, fucking envy me. That's all you can do.
Whipped his hair back and forth from that lady.
Nah, I just shook it once though. Like, what's up?
Good for you, man. But yeah, no, like I said though, like...
It's nothing to be real, mother. I mean...
Yeah, but, you know, and people... Another thing is, society, like, ain't as thick-skinned as, like, they used to. I don't know. Like, people get offended by, like, a lot of things. Like, they tear down statues of, like, historical figures. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, like, isn't history, like, supposed to be there so we don't repeat the same mistakes?
Yeah.
Like... Hard to believe, like, 50 years ago, our age, you know, like, people our age would have been drafted.
I don't think you're ever gonna stop racism.
You're never, no, it's never gonna be stopped. There's always gonna be people out there with these views. There's no stopping it. Like, it's unfortunate, but the only way that we can deal with it is just by ignoring it. I mean, not saying, oh, racism doesn't exist. Well, it does. But, like, just not giving them a reaction. Like, but the thing is, people are always going to just do what people want to do. And
racism isn't gonna stop till everybody's the same color.
yeah, even then, people are gonna find something else to complain about. Like I said, like there's gonna be something else that people are gonna complain about. Like, they'll complain about how, then they'll complain about how there's no diversity or something. If we're all like that, I don't know.
Counter recon is airborne. Engaging enemy aircraft. Capturing Kaiser. See capture.
Like,
Enemy capturing Bertha. Sending motor round. Zone and sweep.
it is. But, like, that world's crazy, you know? Like, this whole world's fucking crazy. Like, you don't know. You just don't know anymore. There was a time when people used to, you know, like, have conversations. Oh, look at that. They killed me. But like I said, there was a time when people had conversations, and, like, people were like people like you and me, like, there's a big, you know, distance between all three of us. Like, there was a time when people, like, kept to their communities and were like, they'd always be talking and stuff. They'd be talking to each other. But now you got people talking to people all over the world, which is a good thing in a sense, but you got people always on their phones, and you got people who, like, they don't, a lot of people just don't understand the value of hard work, I guess, but I don't know. I'm losing myself. Oh, it's time for another shout out. This shout out goes to Transparent Trucker. I have, just check out their channel, you know, show them some subscribe to them, cause yeah, but I don't know, the day that because YouTube is ran by Google.
Yeah.
And Google.
What's going on? Hello?
Hey, what's up?
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to say. Like, this YouTube discussion is going all over the place, you know, like.
I'm confused at that, like, what's going on? Like,
me neither. Me too. I'm confused. Look, I'm confusing myself, Isaac.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
Like,
Objective Kaiser.
I'm going all over the place.
All positions in enemy hands.
I don't know. Did y'all hear about that Santa Fe shooting?
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
That's a bummer.
I saw something on Instagram. There's this football player named J.J. Watt. He's gonna pay for every single person that died.
Yeah, I was reading that. I was reading that too somewhere. I forget where. I think it was on Wiki. Yeah, that's a good person right there. Apparently it was some. What was the guy's name? He had a weird name. It was like Demetrius. Yeah. Demetrius. No, yeah, but his father was Greek. It's like. Yeah, well, like I said, that dude down in Florida was like, his last name was like Cruz or something. I don't know if he was Hispanic or if he was Caucasian. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. He still killed a bunch of fucking people.
The only way you can stop this is probably the parents.
Yes.
For what? To stop what?
This like school shootings. Yeah, like parents don't. A lot of parents. That's just the cold hard truth. Just aren't involved in their kids' lives, and that sucks. Cause you know, like back then, like let's say maybe 20 or
He
30
probably
years
weren't
ago.
even listening to him. He probably had a whole bunch of signs to
Remember
say,
your training.
like,
Make us proud.
Probably did, like, and it could have been stopped, but it wasn't, and it's unfortunate. And they're blaming gun control. They're all, like, well, guns don't just go off unless you have somebody pulling the trigger. Alright, like,
guns will kill people, it's people that kill people.
exactly. Like, got another shout out to do, I guess. Oh man, I gotta. Goes to Mysterious Gamer. Check him out.
What's it called?
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to
Those
cover.
shootings, for them to stop,
They're never. It's like they're never gonna.
it's never going to, unless gun laws get changed. But even then,
Like-
that's what the government wants. They want the people to take the people's guns away.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
that's what they're driving us towards.
that's what Obama wanted to do, and that, like that's what Obama wanted to do. And like, I mean, yeah, like some. It,
a
I
lot
don't.
of people, like, a lot of people want to do it.
Yep.
The people that are saying that are people that never been, like, never even been around guns.
Yeah, like we've all been around guns. Like Isaac, I assume you have.
Searching for targets.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know about you, M. Dinkins. Like, I mean, you do live
I'm a
in.
country boy.
Well, of course, naturally.
I'm a country boy.
Sounds like he's like Darius Rucker.
Yeehaw, dog.
Like, and I've been around them too. It's like, I mean, I think what they should do for like these firearm licenses is like, fucking do like a psychiatric assessment or something on the person. Like if this person, you know, seems like a bit of a, I don't know, like if this person, obviously if this person has like a criminal record, like they've been known to rob, steal, and shit, then they shouldn't get one,
I don't
obviously.
mind. I don't know if people should have the ARs and stuff like that.
Well, shoot, I mean, that's a thinker, like, I'm talking about just guns in
50
general.
cals? What the heck?
I mean, 50 cals, like, I don't even know if, like, anybody in the States could.
50 cals.
I've seen them too, M. Dinkins. Like, I mean, the thing is with those, they're so fucking big, and you have to, like, you couldn't.
AKs, see, like all these Uzis.
Yeah, like, you can't own any of that shit up in Canada. You can't, like, unless it's been grandfathered, and you owned it before the 90s. But a lot of those guys are getting weeded out.
I don't know if they should limit the magazine size.
Well, I don't know, like, there are people that will be like, oh no, you can't do that. But I mean, I don't know. Like, bloody hell, this is, like, I mean,
Firing for full effect. Target zone lost. Queuing there. Care package descending. Protect the drop zone.
I think that, I don't know, man. I've always been, I'm losing my mind. But
You losing your mind?
I'm losing it, I think, like,
Why?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you just have
You
those
only feel
moments.
like you're losing your mind if you feel like you're losing your mind. Okay?
Yeah, I got what you mean, like, it's basically the truth, man. Like, I don't know if
like that, and it's weird because there's a song that I heard. It's like, I've been going crazy because I think I'm going crazy,
Recon airborne. Searching for
yeah, I
targets.
mean,
and it's the truth though, because you
Yeah.
think you're going crazy.
it
That
is.
means you think you're going crazy.
Yeah, like, there are just some songs though that also send a message out that like that I don't know that tells you that really is like that. There's I don't know.
I listen to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like what was I thinking of? I just remembered. It's like with like people who. It's like that girl or something from Florida who's like that girl who's like spokesman for like was speaking with that lady who's representing the NRA. I was watching that today, and it was like, and I was watching this girl's speech, and she's like, the killer, Cruz, couldn't have killed as many people if he had a knife. It's like, whoa, what? Like, what they should do is like get security in that school, like get like I don't know, security with firearms. Only take them out.
It's gonna be like all schools have to go to school handcuffed.
What?
Yeah. Stop school shooting. And then the door is gonna be like prison doors.
I don't know if it'll get to that, but it's like, friggin', I don't know, maybe, but like, I don't know.
I don't know why. Why don't all schools have metal detectors? You got some schools.
Yeah, some do.
Some schools have them, but not all of them.
Yeah, what they should do is also is like, or have the students like talk to the fucking school counselor, and like.
I mean, most schools have school counselors, but.
Yeah, like. If like you see something and you're worried, you report that shit and like fucking get that person the help they need.
It's the students too. Students ought to say he posted something that was a clear sign he was gonna do something like that.
Yeah, April 30th they said he posted a T-shirt that says, so I don't know what it fucking said. It said something like killing people. I don't know, something about killing, and it was like that's a sure sign.
Remember your training. Make us
tell somebody about it.
Yeah, like if you're a member of the community, you call the police. Or like if you want to be like a good member of the community, you get like people involved that can help this person. Oh, and it's time for another shout out, I guess. This shout out goes to Forever Sin. Forever Sin. Good friend of mine. Like
it's my uncle.
Yeah, it's Isaac's uncle, our brother, our friend.
That's my crew leader.
Our crew leader?
That's my brother.
The man who, if he was here right now, he'd give you his 2 cents on all the shit
his mama is my mama, Jasmine, on GTA.
I don't know who my mom was who I picked on GTA.
His dad is Nico.
Yeah, I can see the resemblance now.
Yep.
Shoot, I think I picked. Who did I pick? I have to look back on that shit. Like, I have to look back at that now.
Hey, don't get this video taken down now, Isaac.
Yeah, making all them sex noises, whereas in other videos they make sex noises, like in them fucking music videos, and they don't get taken down. Fucking hell, we're gonna be as good as them. We ain't taking that shit down. Oh, speaking of which, the man of the hour, Forever Sin. I was just talking about you. We just shout out your channel.
What's up, Uncle?
What's
up?
What's up?
Nobody was talking about you forever.
We were talking about you in a good way, man.
Red-handed. Oh, I got you red-handed.
This is Forever Sin. Forever. I want you. Forever. I shout out your channel, man.
Hey, chillin' the villains right now, Forever.
We're doing chilling with the villains.
What's up? It's the motherfucking devil within Forever Sin. I bust the chain, stepping that king, breaking the photo dividends. I'm in the making stacking dollars out of 15 cents with no heart, and this sound good.
We got our boy Zeke 187 in the house. We're doing chilling with the villains.
Hey!
It's a party now. We live right now, guys. We live.
Who? Who?
Yep.
Do you know
You
Forever?
just fucking say it?
No.
But die.
What? Oh, you dude.
You fucking little
Forever, boy.
I legit picked up my phone, ready to look this up.
Oh,
I heard that stuck in the headset.
My heart dropped.
Forever, do you know?
God damn it.
My hair got
motherfucker.
stuck in the headset and it pulled the fucking hair out. What?
Yai, Forever, yai.
Oh, I heard.
Damn, nigga, don't be fucking out like that.
Get your weapons. Hunt
Got
the
real
enemy.
emotional right there.
Undertaker just died.
And take
I was
position.
about to just leave the party.
Take it back.
I was about to
Everything
leave
is
the
a fucking
moment
left.
my motherfucking stuff.
That man froze. Like, what?
He's like that dude. He'd have been like that guy on, what do you call it? He'd have been like that guy at WrestleMania 2015 when friggin' Brock Lesnar won. Hey, Forever probably had the face of that guy who had that expression when he saw Undertaker lose the streak to Brock Lesnar.
Alright, Zeke. Oh, you on that?
Yeah, Zeke, you're grounded.
Oh, you on that? I'll be ready for it. It's gonna come within the next 5 days.
Anyway, we're chilling the villains right now.
Yeah. We
You
broadcast.
shut the fuck up.
Whoa, okay.
I need calming
No,
the
I'm
Tracy
serious. Shut the fuck up.
Take it to the block.
I just got a
Highlight of my life.
Hey, somebody better go check on the Undertaker. Hey, Forever, go check on the Undertaker now.
bunch of punk ass sons of bitch.
He is mad.
Bob, we would
What do you
throw
mean,
you
what?
up. Now we
Son of a bitch. Don't feed him no dinner.
Incoming enemy artillery.
Mark William Calloway is still alive.
They say, guess who
Bro,
just
this
died?
ain't
Guess
hard,
who just
man.
died? You ready? You ready? Ready?
Now that he was on the ground, move it on.
Then he was like, I just motherfucking
Hey, Forever, what if he said Hulk Hogan? What if he said Hulk Hogan, Forever?
Go put fucking holes in his tires. My tires.
You should have said Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, yo, girl.
Shut up, M. Deacon.
Hulk Hogan. What about Chavo Guerrero?
Hey.
Keep this up and you will find yourself on the eastern
That's the
front.
first time I've seen him right here in 65. The chem line, the chemtrails, I mean. I see him right now, and I see him falling too. I can see like the lines under the one line.
Well, I guess it's time for another shout out. This shout out goes to Forever Sin again.
Yeah. This the motherfucking devil with them forever sitting. I bust the chin, strap with the man in, break the body, give it in.
Baby, won't you come on?
Come on.
My name is Forever, and I'm
The
known
name is forever.
Nobody do it better. His name is
Alright.
Forever, and he know not the sweater.
Alright, what's the next topic? What's the next topic?
I don't know. Let's talk.
I'ma whoop your ass.
Okay,
Hold
I
on,
guess
Forever.
punishment. We should talk about punishment.
Oh?
Forever, what's your thoughts on punishing children?
Punishing children?
Yeah, because you're an older person.
Man.
You're-
Oh, man. All you gotta do is pep them with the belt now.
my.
Whip him with the belt, nah.
And you make sure that you got a bruise.
A bruise with a belt, dummy. I get a bruise with a belt.
You have the red
What are your
mark,
thoughts
but not a
forever
fucking
on
bruise.
parents who let their children run amok?
By the butthole? No!
I said buckle, idiot.
Run amok.
Oh, by the buckle. I thought you said butthole.
I said butthole.
I mean, you never got hit by the butthole? I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Why
They
you
pulled
always
out
talking
your
about
pants and hit the
that
belt
shit
by
now?
the butthole.
Move out and take position.
I forgot what I asked forever.
You said,
Kill them all.
No. I asked that already. I said, what are your thoughts on
that's an old
parents
video,
who let their
bro.
children run amok?
and
I
after
don't know why they
that,
posted it
yeah.
now.
I mean, parents that let their children run amok deserve what they get when they grow up.
Enemy contact at B.
Yeah,
Enemy taking B.
I mean, what was I gonna ask?
So
Okay,
if you're on the Dr. Phil show, are you talking about you being bullied by your children?
Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, catch me outside, how about that?
that's weakness to be able to fucking. Oh,
Catch
that's
me
so sad.
outside.
what are your thoughts on like the thing about parents, you know, being your children's best friend? Like, what do you think about that forever?
I mean, I'm my children's best friend, but if they disrespect, oh, then I'm daddy now. Then I'm daddy now.
Enemy is the worst enemy right now.
All right, I see what you mean.
Right.
I see what you
I'll
mean.
be your worst motherfucking nightmare. You be like, damn, nigga. Nah, I don't hate you now.
Securing
You
Beta.
just disrespect.
If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be doing this.
Securing Beta. Keep this up.
What? Ooh, shit.
Taking B.
I don't ever wanna leave you the way I did that day.
Securing Beta.
Take me to the place I
Like,
love.
dude, you got kids,
Take
like,
me
with cell
all
phones.
away.
I
I
mean,
don't
like,
ever wanna feel
it's
like I did that thing. I love
That
it.
looks like a scam.
well, I have a question. What are your thoughts on kids who, like, fucking that kid on Dr. Phil who was like, who slapped his mother? I have a feeling
I
if
saw
you,
that.
if you have a
Oh,
fe-
no,
I have a
that wasn't
feeling,
on Dr. Phil. That was on another guy.
no, that was on Dr. Phil.
That was in his house.
Yeah,
That
like,
house.
series, like 10 years ago or some shit.
What?
What?
Slapped his mom's. Her face jiggled like, what?
Like, forever. If you were the father of this kid, I have a feeling that you would have probably jumped across the room and armbarred this kid.
I would have told Dr. Phil, turn the motherfucking cameras off. You ain't allowed to film this. And I would have grabbed that nigga by his goddamn throat, and I would have punched him in his eye, and then I would look at it grow, and then I punch him in his other eye, and then I would look at it grow, and then I would look at Dr. Phil, and I would say, you report me, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, fucking like,
Hey, what if Steve Harvey traded places with Dr. Phil?
Oh god, that show would.
what if Steve Harvey traded hair for Dr. Phil?
Target zone.
They kind of got the same stuff.
No, Steve Harvey has nothing. Dr. Phil has that old receding hairline. I think if Steve Harvey got it, he'd have that George Jefferson look.
Nah, Steve Harvey shaves his head. He just shaves his head.
Yeah, some people do that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
his hair ain't gone. I was talking about Steve Harvey with the afro.
Hot top fade.
Yeah. On Dr. Phil's.
I want to see Steve Harvey. interview the same people.
It's the city I live in.
That's the
City
weird.
of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry.
One nigga said die, the other nigga said cry.
Incoming enemy artillery.
Well, you know. Oh, time for another shout out. This one goes to Zeke 187.
That's Zeke. That's Zeke right there.
Good old Zeke. Good old Zeke. Zeke, you got anything to say to people watching this later on?
Wanna be
That day, but take me to the place I love. Take me all the way.
I don't ever wanna be
Like I did that day. But take me to the place I love. Oh, what do you think I should ask him? Like, what type of question?
A question.
Any question?
Yeah, a political one.
I'm not sure, like... Okay,
Nah, he's
political.
not really good for politics.
Okay, then ask him a good question.
Okay, what do you mean by politics? Like anything in politics?
Domination.
How about,
Move out and take position. Hostile inbound.
What, Undertaker is dead?
Closing with Ancon.
What's that?
say, my daddy say, when
Securing Ancon.
this ain't the kind of party he want to be in, with all this noise.
Airdrop inbound.
So wait, what question was I asking MD?
Ask him school question.
Enemy control.
Do you like school?
Incoming enemy artillery. Get
Yeah, I miss him.
I don't know what you want. Could we, you ask him it forever?
No, actually, I'm telling him he's an idiot.
Okay, well, maybe, could you, like, is that, like, do you think,
Ask him what he thinks about Barack Obama, huh?
what do you think about Barack Obama?
Get to cover.
He's not our president.
Okay.
That's what you think about it?
Yeah, we got Donald Trump now.
And what do you think about Donald Trump?
Donald Trump? He's our president.
Okay. Here, forever, what are your thoughts on Donald?
I love
Oh, you heard it here first, people. Your boy forever.
I
He-
love Donald Trump.
And why do you like Donald Trump? Could you explain why?
I love Donald Trump because they hate him so much.
Because he's white.
No, he's orange.
Firing for full effect. Target zone lead.
Isaac.
Isaac's kind of doing a bit of karaoke. Hey, Isaac, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Yeah.
Heart of a Lion by Kid Cudi and yeah, if you ask for one, yeah, that's gotta be my favorite song. Heart of a Lion by Kid Cudi.
Oh, yeah, okay, Zeke, what's your favorite song?
6'9".
That's good answer.
I didn't even hear Zeke. The fuck?
What'd you say, Zeke?
Nobody heard me.
Hey, what's your favorite song, Zeke? Huh, no favorite song. Alright.
I hate that song.
Yeah.
He's Googling it right now.
He's good. That's somebody who is...
out of all Michael Jackson songs, you said beat.
I love the music video because it sends the perfect message. You just go in front of a gang.
What the fuck is wrong with beat now?
Wait. It's a good song. It's a good song. But the thing is, I find funny about the music video is how it sends the message like if you just go in front of two gangs about to go at it and just start dancing, they're gonna dance with you.
I like that.
Yeah, but it's like so unrealistic, but I get the message. Is there like what? Okay. What are your thoughts on gun control?
Gun control, I'll tell you my thoughts on gun control is like this. Don't give up your motherfucking gun. I don't care how many motherfucking school shootings happen. All that shit is a fuck. Give up your motherfucking gun.
And what would you say? What would you say to the parents of, like, you know, the victims of this, you know, these horrific events?
I tell them that they should have guns. Shoot back.
And what do you think would be the appropriate punishment for this guy who just did that shooting up in Santa Fe, Texas?
That guy shouldn't be punished. We should be punished for continuing to let this shit happen. Take your guns to school, protect yourself, shoot back.
That's true.
All kids should have guns.
Everybody should have a gun. Now, don't be absolutely not.
Yeah.
There might be some people that might be against that. I support it, but it's like, man, this is a real, like, gun control.
One kid will be like, hey, that one kid will be like, hey, your gun's bigger than mine. Give it to me.
Yeah, he's grabbing it. He's like, no. He points. Oh god, there'll be a lot of dead school
I'm gonna tell you something, alright? Besides the bullshit we just jumping now. Let me ask you the question. Donald Trump already has a solution for this shit. The guns ain't the goddamn problem. If guns were the problem, why does the Pope run around with all kinds of fellas around him protecting them with guns? How come the president run around with all kinds of fellas around him protecting them with guns? How come we're at war fighting war with guns? The problem is we're not protecting our schools. So if you get like veterans that retired from the army who are already know how to carry a weapon and handle a weapon, and hire 2 veterans per school to protect the school, we wouldn't have such a problem because a punk-ass kid would not go into school knowing that there's a military vet having himself a gun there who knows how to handle that weapon better than that kid. That kid would not go into that school and shoot up that school. So the government is failing us. The government is not doing that fucking job. The guns ain't the problem. The problem is the government wants to take our weapons away to unarm us, and the fool is the one that deserves to happen to him if he gives up his fucking gun. And I'm talking about America was established on the fact that we bear arms to protect ourselves from the government. And that's our constitutional right.
Well said, Forever.
That'd
be a great idea for, like, you know, a veterans program, I think.
I'm serious. I'm just serious. The real talk about that issue is that. It's simple. But I'm going to tell you something. If the day comes where the government take us, like a totalitarian government, take us, we deserve whatever happens to us for being a fucking idiot.
Fuck. Zeke, where you at?
Now. Wake up now.
You heard it here, folks. Forever Sin tells it how it is.
Oh my god.
Wake up now.
He's like,
hey Fred, what you gonna do if it actually happens?
If it happens, I'm gonna say that these idiots deserve what they get.
I mean, what you gonna do?
What can I do? If you don't support me and I support you, what can I do? but sit there and die with you and say to myself,
Dude, no, kill him.
these are shit because these idiots like you didn't do nothing about it.
I agree with, like, you know, like,
So
I think...
if there is such thing as the Illuminati, the Illuminati is going to take over the world, and they're going to do a genocide on the people, then the fucking people deserve that fucking genocide. They deserve it. We need an Illuminati to take out these fucking sheep, because if you're a mainstream media sheep,
Good shit, bro.
fucking good. Otherwise, stand up, congregate, and go against the government. Don't let them take your fucking gun. Take them out of the government, and let the people rule the government. You know, but
Yeah, it's like they say, like someone once said.
There's too many people that sit. There's too many people sit on their ass, and they don't believe, and they don't think outside the fucking box. And they just listen to these sound bites, their mainstream media bullshit. They don't educate their mind. And they're so, it's like, they just don't believe shit. They just like, that can't be true, or, that's crazy. They're just, they don't even want to entertain the idea because it's so far from the norm. But the reality is,
It's that.
if the fucking government wanted to stop, if the government wanted to stop these issues, they would do so without having to take our weapons.
Yeah, like... I agree.
Yeah.
I think another thing is parents, you know, they need to be more involved with their kids, you know, like if your kid is showing signs of like, you know, like breaking, you know.
These motherfuckers that are, it's middle class or high class people where they're so entertained by their toys and the shit that they want out of life that they neglect the fucking kid in the room going fucking crazy. They don't pay attention to the kid and what's going on in school and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just, there's a lot of shit that go behind all of this stuff. And then there's these copycats that just do it because they see it on TV and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna do that too. It is nonsense. Well, Donald Trump has the solution. Anything else? Anything else?
So, will they let Donald Trump do this solution?
You know, it's got to go through Congress. It's got to go through every state. Everybody got to be in agreement. And right now, you have a secret government that has an agenda. And that secret government is so fucking rich that they own the media, they own the news radios, they own all this shit. They own the television and networks and everything. So what you see is what they want you to see. And that's what you believe.
So they let us see that he said on national TV he has a solution.
He sure fucking did.
I got a question.
Obviously you didn't hear it because they're not going to bring it out. They're not going to play it over and over. They're not going to bring it over and over and over and over and over.
Wait, slavery?
Have you, let me ask you a question. A question for a question. Was slavery a choice? Where do you get that from? Okay, let me ask you another question. Did you watch the video, the entire video of the program? Okay, then answer my question. Was it? And was that what Kanye was saying? Okay, then why are you asking the question?
Because that was the main subject of what everyone headlined. I was just asking you.
Because that's a soundbite. That's a soundbite. Kanye's message wasn't slavery was a choice. He said it sounds like a choice. He didn't say it was. He said it sounds like a choice. That sounds like a choice.
Because people are still living in the past.
400 fucking years of a race that's superior as far as strength, stature to a white man. These humongous black men, so strong, so powerful, were enslaved by these drunken, fat white men For 400 fucking years. Why the fuck did they not fight back? You know what I'm saying? Why? For 400 fucking years, I would say, you know what? I'd rather be dead than a slave. Fuck this shit. And think about it. If you put one slave right next to his owner, look at it. The fucking slave looks like a beast, and the owner looks like this fat, chunky white man who overate. What the fuck? It sounds like a choice to me. But that wasn't Kanye's message. Kanye's message was the mentality, the mind. We're enslaved in our mind. They tell us what to believe, and we believe.
Our mission is to
as long
destroy
as
a
they keep
battery
showing
of
it
AA
over
guns
and
that's
over and
shooting
over
down
and
our
over,
bombers.
they get
But we have to push
programmed
through
into
enemy
our
territory
mind.
and take
We
out those
believe
guns
they're
before crowd
pushing the
reinforcements
propaganda,
arrive.
and they control us that way. It's a mental slave. And he was sending a message of love. Because right now, everybody embraces hate. Everyone's talking about my haters. Everyone's watching nothing but hate on TV, listening but nothing but hate on the news. Everything is hate. Music is hate. Kanye's message is, let's embrace love. So anybody that talks about, well, slavery of choice didn't get the fucking message because they listen to sound bites, and the mainstream media does that to you. They can show your fucking mind.
Yup, a mind conditioning.
Fight for the command post!
That's why I don't watch the news.
Ask me another fucking question. Come on.
Alright.
I'm on a fucking roll, and niggas, you listen? Because you're black and white, you got both sets of the stick.
Hey, why you going after me now?
Wait, Forever, did you just say black and white?
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know if you've ever heard the song by the Highwaymen called Born and Raised in Black and White.
No, black and white is a masonry, it's a masonry tool.
Oh yeah, but what I was thinking of is like it was a song about parents or about kids, you know, growing up, and how one kid will go the right way and one kid goes the wrong way. I thought it was an interesting song.
Command post! Capture the command post!
You gotta think about the brilliance of mind condition. The brilliance of
command post!
You know, they learned this shit back years ago. News was told by one person, one news broadcaster, and then they put two in there. You know, the left and the right. That was in Russian well enough, and then they went real brilliant on your ass. And they do it like you can't. When it's told to you and you look at it, you figure it out. Now they have three. It's the average of three people telling the news. They got the left and the right and the one in the middle. Do you know what that does to the mind?
Mixes
When one guy's going, one guy's going yes, one guy's going no,
command post.
and then you got the one in the middle going, it could be either or. You know what I'm saying? There is, to every fucking question, there's one answer. There isn't two or three. And we all need to come back together as one, not this split up, divided shit.
Yeah, like, there was a time when, like, different political people from different political backgrounds or stances got along, even though they disagreed. Now you got people like, they're like, oh, anybody who doesn't support this or that ain't a member of this political party. Or can't be a member of this political party because they don't agree with everything we agree with, we believe in. It's like,
that's all bullshit.
It is. And
fighting for the command post.
Like, we're never gonna agree with everything on everything, like, that we do. But to say, like, oh, you can't be, you ain't one of us, or you ain't fucking, you're a sick individual, or you ain't even human. Like, I'm reading stuff, or I'm hearing stories about kids or people being disowned by family members because of their political stance, like be it right wing or left wing. Like a grandmother was told that she couldn't see her grandkids because she was conservative. It's like, wow. So what, you the parents, what are you going to do when your kid asks, oh, how come we don't see grandma?
That's where the government is taking control of the people. Should not happen. The people should be in control of the government. And it's very simple. We need to just stop watching their news. We need to stop participating in all of these trends. We need to, I mean, it's real
Our
deep,
mission is to delay the
and it's
enemy
real
until
serious.
reinforcements
But
arrive and
once
protect
we
our flag
quit
guns. That battery will keep
doing
enemy bombers
what
out
they're
of the
selling,
sky.
if we stop buying what they're selling, it's over for them. They're gonna fall like dominoes. They'll stop buying
Defend the command
everything
post
that
and the
they're
classified
selling
intel
you,
it holds.
from name brands, radio, all the TV, all the shit. Stop. And we stop that shit for a week, 1 week, collectively, as a unit, the whole world. And we stop consuming their shit for 1 week. You know how powerful of a message that would send to government? They wake the fuck up. They would say, the people are together.
Defend the command
They
post,
would be
soldier.
in such
They're
fear,
taking the command
they go
post.
damage control. So we can't shut our tablets off, stop playing our games, stop watching TV, stop going to the store and buying name brand shit other than just food. If we could just quit for a week, collectively, everything would change. But we can't do it. We can't do it right now. We can't do it tomorrow morning. You just
Don't let
can't.
them overrun the
You
command
can't
post.
get your entire
They're
family to
assaulting
agree
the
with you
command
and say,
post.
I'm down. You can't. Because everybody's so fucking full of shit. And so vain. So full of themselves. They're gonna all these taking pictures of themselves, putting pictures out of themselves, talking about themselves. They're so selfish.
They're
They
taking the
forgot
command
how to
post.
be a human being and unified.
So take the
You know,
command post.
I look at like my grandparents, like they were married for over like 30 or 50 years, almost 60 years.
They're assaulting the command
Like
post.
marriages nowadays don't even last that long, if lucky.
Mine has been over 20 years.
When that's good, that's
The
great.
enemy captured
Like,
our command
that's
post.
rarity,
But the battle
you
isn't
know?
over yet.
It's like
That's
people
because
Stop
I
the
keep my
enemy from
mindset
rebuilding
in
the
the
bridge we
past.
destroyed.
I don't keep
If
my
they
mindset in the
succeed,
future.
their tank
I
will
don't care
advance.
about what all this bullshit is talking to me like. I don't care about that. I'm not trying to test anybody. I don't care what you think.
They're
You
building a
disrespect me,
bridge.
I'm gonna beat your ass down. I'm gonna take mine, I'm gonna get mine. I'm a man for real. I'm a man for
Keep the
oath.
enemy from
I'm a man
building the
for
bridge.
respect me, I respect you. Respect my relationship, respect my wife, my children, and raise them and be into my family unit. We need to be like that in every household. But you got
The enemy is
fathers
building a
my
bridge.
age. Punks. Hey man. They just punks. They're over there looking like rappers and acting like rappers and acting like, you know, they got this and they got that and they
Stop
can't
the
really
enemy
afford
from building
themselves.
that bridge.
They got all these expenses.
The
they
bridge
can't
is
even
being
afford.
built.
They just want to look good. They want to impress other people. They want other people to look at them and say, oh
bridge is
wow,
half
look at
built.
he's a success. When he really
They're
is,
building a
when he's
bridge.
struggling, when he's arguing with his wife, when he's mad at his kids and all this shit, and when they divorce him and all that shit. Just trying to keep up with trends and all that bullshit. Nah, man. You got to be real with yourself first. And then be
Let
real
the
with your
enemy
people
build
around
their
you.
bridge.
Be real.
The enemy
Love
is building a bridge.
That's amazing, you know, like, I agree with you. It's like you got these parents, like, who just, like, they don't even, like, the thing is, you know, a lot of parents, like, the divorce is, it's hard on the kids, like,
The bridge is being built.
kids need a mom and a dad, or, like, two parents that live together. They don't want to be living in, like, their dad's on one weekend,
2 minutes until our
their mom's
reinforcements
on
get
another.
here.
Like, these kids want a place where they can feel a place called home where they feel safe, you know, they feel...
Reinforcements are on the way.
Like,
defend the ammunition supply. If it's destroyed,
and I get some relationships don't work. Like
if
if you're being abused, and yes, people do change over time, but if you're being abused, you get out of that relationship.
Alright, then stop trying to grow so damn quick. All these kids want to have children with their little boyfriends.
Protect the
They don't
ammunition
want
supply.
to spend the time to educate themselves, get them a good job, and then go out there and find them a good man and say, hey, let's get together, or a man and a woman, and let's get together and let's build a family. You know what I'm saying? They want to jump into it real quick as teenagers. They just want a baby first. Every girl wants a baby first. I ain't even thinking about the responsibilities and dedication that it takes to have that. And then later on, they divorce the daddy because it wasn't what they wanted. And then the kid getting aggressive because the mom is into the new
Don't let them destroy the ammunition supply.
Yeah,
It
like...
happens too often. Kids need to stop having kids.
A bomb's been planted on our ammo supply.
Yes. Or like back then, my grandparents got married at like 18 or 17, 16. But my granddad got jumped.
Back then, they had kids young, but they were mature young.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Deactivate the bomb.
Fucking
Reinforcements are coming to protect the ammo
They don't
supply.
mature till they're like fucking 35.
Yeah, millennials, like my generation, but yeah.
Quickly, disarm the bomb.
And they think they're fucking men, like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, ah, yeah, I'm a man. How the fuck is you a man? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even mature. You ain't gonna be mature till you're 35.
And
you
even
gonna have
then,
a marriage
that's
and a
debatable.
divorce, and you gonna have children paying the price.
The enemies have destroyed our ammo supply.
Like, I got a friend of mine, she's a great woman. She's a great lady. She's got 4 kids.
Within range of
And
our
she has and her first husband was a piece of shit, and her second husband was a sack of shit.
The enemy tank is
her
advancing.
kids, like, her oldest son tells me, like, he doesn't want to be, like, he doesn't care
Their tank is pulling back.
about
Kill the soldiers
his,
around
he
that
doesn't,
tank.
he doesn't want to know his dad. The only reason he goes over every weekend is because his dad has
tank is on the
custody.
move.
But as soon as he gets a chance, he's just gonna stop going over there. He tells me it's like
tank
back
is
then,
backing up.
you know, like if the father was a piece of shit, you'd leave him, remarry, and that guy became your
Their
dad.
tank is advancing. They destroyed one of our flak
But
guns.
now, I don't know.
Their tank is advancing.
I get what you're saying, Forever. I get what you're saying.
You gotta have your original parents. You gotta have a strong family unit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit has been broken in America.
It's broken.
The enemy
It's
tank
broken
is
here.
advancing.
It's broken in North America, dude. Like the Western world. It's just broken. Like,
The tank is on the move.
and it's a lot to do with is like a lot. No, I shouldn't say women because that's gonna piss off the
Their
viewers,
tank
I
is
bet.
advancing.
But I don't care.
Don't let them destroy our flak guns.
Another
Kill the
shout out
soldiers
goes
around that
to.
tank.
Oh,
The enemy
shit,
tank is advancing.
Shout out goes
Keep
to
them from
Elijah
destroying
Black.
the flak
Check out
guns.
his channel. But like I said, a lot of people.
Their tank is pulling back.
Like a lot of people say that it's a lot of females, like American
on the
women.
move.
Now, this ain't my opinion. This is other people's I've heard.
2 minutes until our
And it was
reinforcements
his
get
channel. I
here.
forget this guy's name, but he said like there's so much
backing up.
wrong with American women.
Oh, you goddamn right. There's so much wrong with American women.
Oh, could you please like explain?
Absolutely.
I'm just curious.
I say, you know, I say to my son, I say to my nephew, I say, you really want a really good woman? Lead a country. Bring her home. Bring her here. You know what I'm saying? Don't get you
The
one of
enemy
these
tank is
American women.
advancing.
These American women watch too
Ammo
much
the
goddamn
infantry near
TV.
that tank.
What they like is too much goddamn drama. That's what they like.
Their
So
tank is
a woman
pulling back.
in America today is a woman that says, you know what? I wear the pants. We equal. We 50.
Tank is backing up.
Somebody break in the house. No, she gonna sit there and pat you in the back and say, wake up, somebody broke in.
The tank is on the move.
With me, grab you a strap. We gonna fight this motherfucker together. We 50-50. Now they move the shoes
1
nowadays.
minute left.
These women have no respect for men. No more. You understand me?
Tank is retreating.
But a man is superior to a woman. And a woman is has a place in
Their tank is
value
pulling back.
as a man.
They fire
but
on the
not
infantry by the
same.
tank.
You know what I'm saying? They have both. They have their role.
Tank is backing
A
up.
woman has a man. He's got, you know what I'm saying, his position of
Their
where
tank is advancing.
he
30
looks
seconds
around, he
left.
stand guard, and he protects the family. He oversees everything. A woman
enemy
don't
tank
give
is
him that
advancing.
room no more. She try to bring him down to her level. They're supposed to be equal.
And a lot of it drives good.
Nowadays, a woman makes more money
10
than a man.
seconds left.
And they use that against us. You know, there's so
tank
much
is moving
that
back.
goes on with how the government helps women men.
Yeah, like even the education system is rigged towards females.
Hit
They
the
say.
enemies near the tank.
Right? Now, I wouldn't get me an American woman unless she displays
Their tank is advancing. Clear all enemies from the tank.
You know, there are some out here.
We've run.
But they're too
We held
far
the enemy
between.
forces long
Yeah,
enough for
exactly.
reinforcements to get here.
The majority of American women are like these wannabe Kardashians. These oh, I just want this, I just want that, I just nah, fuck you with all that bullshit. What you need to do is pay attention to your goddamn family, to your children, and to your man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a woman needs to be that in that place. But women, they're trying to take the role of a man and say that we are two men in this house. Even though it's a man and a woman, the woman wanted to be like, it's two men in the house. No, it's not. It can't be that way.
Yeah.
And they're acting too tough. They talk too much. They argue too much. They don't know their place. They don't know their place. They're so fucking confused, so materialistic, so cliche, just full of fucking shit. Come on, man. If you want a good man, be a good woman. Don't be one of these goddamn TV women. That's the problem with women today in America. American women, garbage. The majority of them, garbage. I'd rather go to another country, find me a good, wholesome woman that understands the value of herself and understand the value of her man. I bring her home after I married her, and then we live in a motherfucking protected bubble from society. I wouldn't let her be contaminated by these punk-ass American women who are sitting there and act like, you know, these housewives of America, all these fucking TV shows with all the drama and all the bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, man. You want respect? Be respectable.
Respect is earned, not given.
I got a great woman, and I did meet her here in America. But
Yeah.
my first woman was that cliche, stereotypical American woman. Always fighting, always arguing, even if I let my guard down, even if I submitted, she would just take more advantage and more advantage and more advantage. Ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Prettiest woman, but the ugliest person. Ugly. You understand?
That's what the beauty hit,
I had
I
to
guess.
let that shit go. After 10 years, I had to let that shit go. It broke my heart because all I wanted to do was build a family. But she was just nothing but this animal, this monster, this American female monster. Garbage. And then I met my wife, and it took me a long time because I wanted to discover the relationship and make sure that this was real. And this was something that we were compatible. And 20 years plus, still together, a woman take care of my children, take care of me, take care of, you know, relatives, the best. A woman that I always called a lady, always said, we need more like my wife in this world. We don't have them in America. It's too far in between. They lost.
Well, what countries, like, exactly do you mean where you find a good woman? Like, could you name some examples?
I'd say, to me, I haven't been in every country, but I've experienced people because I was in the food industry and I've sold food in America. So I experienced so
Crowds are
many
using a
different
sneak attack to break through the front line. Hold them off until our demolition teams destroy the last two bridges and trap the German forces.
And you can see the respect and the value that they have for themselves and how they treat their husbands and their husbands treat them. And so, to me, what I see is that, like, even in Mexico, you got, India,
The Philippines.
so many, the Philippines, you know, so many
Like-
countries where they still
Bees retreating!
have
Keep
that
firing!
and woman, the wife and husband relationship, just like old school, where you can actually be together and stay together and raise your kids and not have stepkids, not have separate marriages, all that nonsense.
Yeah,
I've
like
seen it.
that's why a lot of, I guess, American guys go to those countries,
Bees on
like
the move.
the
Kill
Philippines
its
or
escort.
whatever, because a lot of them believe in that, you know, culture, you know, that family first
Baker's moving forward.
kind of deal. And like even here in Calgary, you know, the city that I live in, you know, in the Northeast, there's a lot of first generation, you know, a lot of people from the Philippines, India, the Middle East, and like children there, because I do martial arts, by the way, on my spare time. A lot of the children that are like really respectful children.
Take out its escort.
Like, I think my mom told me she used to work as a teacher's aide.
Bees
in a
retreating! Keep
school
firing!
in the northeast part of Calgary, which is like, and like all the children there, a lot of them are first generation, you know, citizens.
Bees falling
Their
back.
parents were
Keep killing
immigrants.
its escort.
They had so much respect, you know, they were respectful. They'd say hello, Mrs. So-and-so.
Bees on
They'd
the
say
move.
hello.
Kill its
And like
escort.
even for me, like they'd be like, hello, sir, you know, how you doing? And I'm 20 years old. It's like, hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
Baker's moving forward.
It's like,
We got enemies on the road.
I mean, yeah, they joke around and kid and stuff, but it's in the sense of, you know, like, it's actually funny. No, but it's like, people are laughing with it, not at it. It's like, you know, like, because their parents, you know, taught them, you know, discipline and respect.
2 minutes, we'll be ready to destroy the bridge. Destroyed
You
our
know,
hedgehog.
a good example
Able
to
to
me
advance
also, as far as I've related to them, you and Optimus, you know.
now. A is on the move.
Optimus, to me, the way his family or his father, you know,
Our hedgehog is
overlooks
stopped
what
A.
he's doing, his
Tank A can
activities,
move
and
now that the
you
crowds
know, his
removed our
discipline and
hedgehog.
that kind of thing, and the chores, and the work
A
at
is
his
almost
age.
crossed the front line.
I mean, that's what we should be doing.
Oh, yes, I've met his dad. His dad is,
Tank
like,
over the front line.
oh my gosh. You and him would get along pretty good. Like, his dad, I'm not gonna say his name, just, because Osmond's ain't here, but, like, he is a nice man, and Osmond's mother is a nice woman. Like, she's a very nice lady, you know, like,
B is almost crossed the front line.
they remind you of, like, that old couple, you know, like, from the 50s, like, friggin', how, like, that's just what they remind me of, like,
Keep
Yeah.
fighting.
and I,
Keep the
That's
Germans
what I
from
get
stealing
from
our
that.
fuel
Yeah.
for their tank.
And I appreciate that. And I really do. Because when Optimus talks about, hey, you know, I gotta do my chores, I
Airdrop
gotta
incoming.
cook, I gotta do this, or hey, I gotta get off, or you know, my dad, he overlooks all this stuff, I can't do this. Hey, that's the way a child should be. That's the way a father should be. That's the way you parent. That's the way you relate together. That's the way you're supposed to be. If we were all that way in every household in America, we wouldn't be having all this nonsense. I mean, social media, garbage, man. All this shit I see every day when I log on and I look and I scroll. Man, come on, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know, there's the shit hit the fan, we deserve it.
yeah, like, and that's sad, because, like, I meet people, like, I don't know, there's this girl, when I do Taekwondo sometimes, here, like, one club I go to, and it's like the same club, but there's different locations, and this girl is, like, really rude, like, she used to be a friend of mine, we ain't really friends anymore, she was, like, rude to me. One time she called me an asshole and stuff like that. And I go to the other club in, like, the city. You know, this club that I went to where that girl's at is like, it's like in this, you know, gated. It's like Beverly Hills or like fucking Bel Air. Like, it's basically a bedroom community where a lot of middle to upper class families live. Predominantly, you know, Caucasian. And I go to Calgary, and the people are more respectful, like a lot more, you know, there are a lot of first generation Canadians. Some of them aren't, and they're still respectful people, because they've been around that atmosphere of, you know, like kids who are, you know, respectful to their parents, respectful to others, say yes sir, yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am, thank you, like, because their parents have good, strong family values. And
they're trying to take A.
I don't know, it's like, and I noticed this, and it's like, I'm like, it's like how come it's like, but then you see like a few minorities in this area where in the community, you know, where a lot of upper class people live, and they're just like that, you know, they're drama people, you know. I think it's what happens is like when you live in a community that's just full of people who like to, like a soccer mom like community where like people are like friggin' like who like to start drama, like to, you know, think they're, I don't know. I guess it changes you. What I'm saying is, I guess like it depends on where you're at in the world. Like some places, I think my theory is, if you're in an area where people are like disciplined, like the northeast part I'll go to, or like this other area where it's not like that. I don't know, maybe I lost the point, but
you know, we need like find an area where there isn't any you know, like social media, TV and all that bullshit. Where's an area like
long
that?
enough for us to destroy the bridge and
well, I hear the Philippines doesn't have very good Wi-Fi, depending on where you're at.
Most people that choose not to participate in this economy, the kind of economy that we have, and like societies that we have, those are the people we're bombing right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
because if you're not being programmed, you're getting bombed. Honestly, that's real tough. And the programming comes from the television, radio, like I said, you know, and all this shit, the social media, all that shit. The programming comes from all that. And if you're not being programmed, you're getting bombed. They're gonna make sure that they're gonna take you out of office, and then they're gonna bring all the programming to the citizens. As soon as they take you out of office, they'll replace you, bring the programming to the citizens. Check gonna hit the fan, he's gonna hit the fan.
Stop it!
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, but
shoot the escort by the tank.
Like, it's like you said though. Like, family means like it doesn't mean nothing anymore in like North America. Like,
tanks retreating. Keep up the
pressure. No, we gotta bring that back. It ain't gonna really come back until the shit hits the fan.
Enemy tanks
yeah.
You know? We just gotta make sure we don't lose our guns. We need something to fight back with.
Yeah, because there's gonna be a resistance, I think. Like, there's gonna be. It'll be like the French resistance in World War II. Like,
is backing up.
There will be people who fight against it. And I know I probably wouldn't have what it takes to last very long. But that's okay. Because at least I know that if I go, I know that I knew the truth and that I died or I went knowing that.
Alrighty then. Let's let's go with another question, something different.
Their tank is advancing! Hammer
All right.
the infantry near that tank!
What are your thoughts on like those the people? You know what's funny forever
Hold
is
the line long enough for us to
a
destroy the last
contradiction. I just like, you know what's funny when people contradict themselves, like
bridge. The German tank
those
is
people who are
advancing.
like, oh, I ain't
Stop
about
it.
that drama, but they like to start drama.
Enemy tank is on the move! Kill it, escort!
It depends on what it is.
1 minute left!
Like, let's say like, oh,
Tank is backing up!
what are your thoughts on people who cheat in a relationship? Like,
Their tank is advancing!
you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, forever, because I know you've had this happen to you.
They fire on the infantry by the tank!
I mean,
Tank's retreating!
you know,
Keep
you
up
got
the
to be
pressure!
insecure. That's it. That's it. I think you
German tank is advancing! Stop
know what
it!
I'm saying? Like, all right, so you
30
have a
seconds
relationship
left!
and it's going good, and then
Enemy
you
tank is
cheat
pulling back!
on the person that your relationship is built with. What is that? That's got to be some type of
Enemy tank is on the
insecurity.
move! Kill it, escort!
You're trying to satisfy yourself some other way for some reason. It feels like you're not getting what you want out of it. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Their tank
It's
is
gotta be,
advancing!
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta be-
Germans near the tank!
Yeah, that's what I think. Hey, I'll be right back. I just gotta go make a quick phone call. I'm gonna keep the stream rolling. Y'all keep it going alive.
From the tank! Enemy tank is on the move! Kill its escort!
What? Right.
Destroy the crouch near that tank!
at the bridge!
You go to the park tomorrow. Sunday, man. What you sound like?
The German tank is advancing!
Okay, bro.
Stop it!
I gotta know
The
what time
Germans near the tank!
and all that. How do you even know? Do you have your current phone number? Did you call them?
Enemy tank is on the move!
Or you
Kill
should.
its escort! Clear all enemies from the tank! Lost! The Germans were able to advance using
Okay,
the
what
bridge.
time?
Now the war's gonna drag
So you're
on
gonna
for
look out the
months.
window all day until you see it? Well, we'll see. All right, I'm thinking what's going on. What you doing now? Isaac, Zeke, everybody.
They all went quiet. I don't know.
Hello. Hello.
It's not there anymore. They probably muted all of us.
Oh yeah.
Escort our tanks and break through the front line towards the breach.
So when we go on a Red Dead, it's gonna be family villains.
There'll be family outlaws.
I thought you said it was gonna be family villains.
Well, I thought you said it was gonna be family outlaws.
I don't know. Family
Fucking
outlaws.
malicious, loyal,
Jacks.
C is
fucking
falling back.
malicious, loyal
Malicious.
jacks. Yeah,
Wait,
malicious.
what?
Fucking malicious, loyal
B is
jacks.
blocked by a hedgehog.
Friendly.
That
Malicious.
An enemy
fucking
hedgehog is
malicious,
stopping
loyal
B.
jacks.
Hedgehog is
F-M-L-Y.
removed.
Family.
Bertha can now advance.
Family.
B is moving forward. Defend it.
What's the abbreviation? F.
F-M-L-Y.
B is advancing. Protect it.
Family.
F-M-L-Y. Family.
Family.
Bertha cannot advance
no
because
A.
of a hedgehog.
It has to have the A. But when you look at it, it's F-M-L-Y is family.
It should be like F-A-M-Y. Family.
Oh my God. Stupid.
That sounds more than. I mean, hey, they're the family crew.
F-M-L-Y.
They in the family crew.
Family. Family. F-M-L-Y.
Family. Family.
Well, I suggest it just say villains. If not, it's gonna be outlaws.
Why don't we just make it villain outlaws?
Jesus fucking Christ. That sounds stupid as shit, because it ain't got family in it.
Family Villain Outlaws.
Oh my fucking God. How do you abbreviate that?
VLNS.
I just seen a fly.
Hello?
Oh, there's a fly right there.
That
Let's
man
let
said,
the
"How
fly
do you
live."
Just keep VLNS and we'll just have the name Family Villain Outlaws.
Family Villain Outlaws. You know what? Let's get Isaac and Zeke in here and let's all decide.
They gonna think my
Isaac,
idea is stupid.
Zeke,
They gonna be like,
welcome
nah, it's
back to the
stupid.
pod. Isaac, Zeke.
No, that's a stupid idea. Just go along with my uncles.
I don't know. At this point, just because we're switching games, I don't see no reason to change. We're the family villains. We've been the family villains. Everybody is loyal to the family villain. Changing the name is kind of like, for what?
I mean, but what does it hurt to put just outlaws in behind it?
I mean, just for what?
Why not? We can still be the villains. We're still the villains.
Just think of your favorite artists or your favorite companies and all that shit. If they change their names, you're just like, for what? You know? You're attached to something. Why change it?
But what's the abbreviation?
VLNS.
I mean, we're the villains.
Exactly. So, why go outlaws?
Why go family?
Exactly. So let's not. Let's say family villains.
We're just gonna say villains?
No. The same way we have it now. Idiot.
Idiots. No, we're just gonna name it Outlaws. We're gonna be the Outlaws.
Oh.
Let's be the
We got a lot of people that are just like, hey, family villain for life. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave well enough alone.
We should that'll be fun. Doing what that's what LaCute is doing. It was funny.
I was just doing that with him right now. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
What y'all doing in that?
I was showing him how, because he messed up on the hike, so I ran it with him twice, and he had 3 cats in there, Canadians, and you know, they're recruits and they're under their leader is what's his name, Striker?
Yeah, Striker.
So yeah, Striker's the right, there he is. What's up?
He was raised by.
Why don't you just take my card and withdraw it or something? Because, listen, you'll remember we have transfers a limit of 6. So I have to save my transfers. So take my card and you can withdraw it or you can whatever. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Family villains in the building. You know what I've been doing this whole time?
What?
Depositing or withdrawing money on
Wow.
GTA in my pocket.
Wow.
Because my new character ain't gonna have the money. He gonna be broke.
I still don't even know what I'm probably gonna still restart another character. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I know what I'm gonna do. Idiot. Tomorrow morning when I get on, I'm gonna get on so fucking early. I'm gonna be high. I'm not gonna let nobody see me, and I'm gonna be playing my story mode.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm back now. What's up?
Hey.
Hey. So I was gonna ask him. Hey, so guess we'll just continue asking questions. My next question would be, what are your thoughts on how like?
Wait a minute. Let me put the middle answer. I got that.
Oh, okay. So what are your thoughts on like education right now? Like,
Hold up, wait a minute, let me put a little something in there. On education?
yeah, I guess that's a bit too broad. How about like, what are your thoughts on like teachers today, like in a North America school?
Underpaid, uneducated themselves. I mean, it's garbage. It's real garbage. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The best that they're learning in schools today, I think it's math. I think it's math and PE, you know, exercise, running miles. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, everything else is garbage.
I don't know about you,
I
but
think the first 5 years of learning how to read and write. Okay, so once you learn to read and write, and then you just educate yourself in math. Everything else is garbage. What do you need it for? I mean, not even these goddamn these teachers. They don't even know.
You know what they need it for, right?
They're giving the answers.
You know what they need it for, right? You know
Well,
what
what do they need it for?
You know what the point of school is. High school is.
Oh, what is it?
That's the ACT test.
Okay, what is that?
To get into college.
Okay, what is that?
Oh, that leads up to my
The
next
higher
question.
Bullshit, man.
The higher ACT
Bunch of
score
fucking
is, the higher ACT score is, the better the chance you get a scholarship or money off.
Okay, and so what? And what is that? What? And what is that?
Education.
What's the
is to help you
ratio?
for the ACT.
What's the ratio to a successful college student or a college student in debt? What's the ratio?
I ain't talking about that stuff. I'm just telling you what high school is.
Yeah, well, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
You don't need that shit. You don't need to be in no motherfucking high school for 12 fucking years. You don't need that shit. Because all that shit that you really need in life to function, even as
Successful business owner or business person or to take over in whatever fucking industry, you don't need all that time. You don't need it.
Well,
You
if
can
these
accomplish
kids
all that in
wanna go
a
to
shorter
college,
amount of time. And the government has you in an institution. The government has your children in an institution.
Yeah, like, you know what's funny thing is, forever the guy I work for, I do something outside YouTube. I'm not gonna say what it is, but my boss, he never graduated high school, and he owns he's pretty successful, and he knows a lot too. Like, he told me, we were having this conversation one day, and he told me That, you know, it's a shame that they've raised, you know, they've made all these, you know, new rules and regulations about, you know, you need a university to, you need to graduate high school to even get a job in some cases. It's like, because he said there's a lot of smart people who never even finished high school, who were very successful people.
You don't need school, man. School is something that is like, it's a fucking prison. A prison for your mind and for your personality and all that shit. Because it just accomplishes, you know, it just really, more than educating you, it destroys you. Period. It's true. I mean, not everybody has this special education, but we're talking about ordinary public fucking schools that we're exposed to as minorities, as the middle class. If you're not in some kind of special sexual aside type of program, fucking system is fucking garbage. They destroy your children. That's all you get out of it. You get disrespectful children. You get children trying to follow other people, trying to act like other people, not be themselves. You get people who are bullied. You got all from 1 to 10. You got them all. It's garbage.
Yeah.
It's garbage. If the system was set up for us to succeed, we'd have more successful people than failures in the world. But we don't. And we don't need them in there that long. Maybe, let's say, 12 years, period. 12 years, and then they start becoming ready. You know, let's say you go to school for not 12 years, so you're 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? So you're 12 years old, you graduate high school. Once you graduate high school, you start college. By the time you're 16, you're ready for the fucking world. Our minds are that capable. But these fucking schools, they dumb our children down. That's a fact.
Yeah, exactly. You know, some countries, what they do is before they send you to university, let you go to university, you have to serve a year in the military. Like some European countries do that. And they have some pretty successful individuals, you know.
Hey, Forever, how come they said the military, if you go into the military, that's a lot of benefits.
I don't want to talk about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a whole lot of injections going on there. You know, there's a whole lot of taking shots in the military. That is something that could alternate your mindset.
There's more people that have gotten killed in schools than in the military.
No, that's an agenda. That's an agenda by these motherfucking elite men and women of the world. The elite, the secret government. That's why that is. It's true. I mean, it's true. It's out there. If you look for it, you're gonna find it.
You think that's
it ain't no secret.
Think that's a way to make more people join the military?
You know, a lot of people do join the military because they feel they're gonna get something out of it. But a lot of people come back. I mean, look at all the vets.
30 seconds left.
I just want to just interrupt real quick. Just I support troops, so like I said, don't take offense to this if you're a veteran.
No, I'm just saying. Whose war are you fighting? Whose war are you fighting? And why are you fighting that war? Because you are killing another human being. For what reason? For what reason? You know what I'm saying? Do you really feel compassionate about that? It ain't about the country. It ain't about that shit. You're not being like a patriot when you're killing another human being for reasons you really don't know about. And if they say, hey, this is top secret, that's bullshit. I need to know why I'm going to kill this man. I need to know the truth. You got to know that. But when you come back, how do they really take care of you? It's a small percentage, the ratio. Look at that again, the ratio of the people that put their time in the military, that sacrifice their lives. They come back to as
a person who sat there and said, I'm going to fight for my country, come back and be honored be honored, but the government doesn't honor you. They don't honor you. The people, we honor you more than the government. The government doesn't give you what you deserve when you come back from war, when you come back from fighting for our country. You shouldn't have to go through it.
You should be set up. But these guys, they're so humble. They come back and they take the shit. They take the shit.
Yeah, like
right.
here in Canada, like the government clearly said, like when vets were, he cut funding to vets or something. He said they asked him. He said veterans are asking for too much. It's like,
don't ask our children to fucking go to war if you're not gonna pay them out.
Yeah, and
come on,
like,
man, they are risking their lives. That's something different. That's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different than a firefighter or a cop. That's different. These guys are going straight into bullets, and they're coming home, and they're not appreciated. The ones that need to be doing the appreciation is the same people that are sending them out there.
Yeah, like, I take great offense to like people who say, "Oh, veterans are," that treat them with disrespect. It's like,
I just say this: I don't treat them with disrespect, but I say, don't go fight a war that is not yours, especially when you're going to put your life on the line for lies, the lies of the government, lies, and then when you come home, you're not even appreciated. Forget about it. Don't go to war until you're compensated and treat it like a true hero. Then go to war. If you come back and get the benefits of a man who stood up for his country, then go to war. But don't go to war and just take the shit.
You know, the family suffer too. This guy goes to war. He goes to war to be a person who represents the country and fights for our honor and fights for our country and all that.
yeah, I did.
And then they come back and the government doesn't
It's
give
off.
them what they deserve, and then we give them the praise that they deserve, but yet he suffers, his family suffers, his children suffer because they can't make do, they can't make rent, they can't do none of that, and then they got to go apply for programs and all this stuff, and a lot of times they're rejected. That's bullshit. I would not go to war for a government like that. No, I can't go to war. You know what I'm saying? The government has a huge responsibility, and they don't take it. And you know what? We pay for it. We the people,
What?
we the people appreciate our troops. And the fucking assholes that send them out there blind
Oh yeah.
with less equipment. You know what I'm saying? They don't even give them
Yeah.
the amount of equipment they need.
Okay.
They don't give them the supplies they need. None of that shit. They don't
Recognize these troops. They don't recognize them. They just send them out there, and then they let them sit at home and shit.
And some of them
You know
kill
what I'm saying?
themselves, and nothing gets done.
That's right. That's right. That's fucking government shit. Stop fighting government wars. Stop fighting government wars. It's not for your country. You're not doing it for your country. You're doing it for a lying fucking government that doesn't give a fuck about you.
So wait, what about those guys during World War II? Were they, like, what did they die for?
It's the same. It's the same, man. It's the same. You know, war is war. The same people that controlled war then control war now. It's the same bloodline. It's the same entity. It's the same. Don't go fighting no war if it ain't your problem. It is not yours. They're talking about the country. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's a mind trick. It's a mind trick. You don't fight a war when it comes down to your neighborhood, your community. Protect your people. Don't protect a government that says that, you know, governments lie. So you really fighting for lies. And then you go out there and you lie to yourself and you say, I'm fighting for my country. That doesn't clarify anything. What do you mean you're fighting for a country? What happened? What is the situation? What is the truth? Why are you killing these people? And why are you going home and not giving that hero lifestyle? Why? You know, the government has the hero lifestyle. They live in the way the troops should be living. The troops should be living the way these government officials live. Everybody in the White House, troops should be living like them, and the White House And all the representatives in the White House should be living like the troops when they come back. How about that?
How about them assholes?
Don't let them steal our fuel.
Yeah, I agree, but it's like going back to education. Like those people, like kids are not learning anything at all, and it's like some people have actually resorted to, you know, homeschooling.
They don't want to learn.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that.
The only thing you need to
School
learn
is a distraction. Education is education, but school is a distraction. Kids go in
You
the
need to
class, they're
learn.
expected to learn when there's dumbass kids in there.
Keep
you
our
need to
fuel
learn Earth. You need to learn
Don't try to
humanity.
steal it.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need to fucking go to school and learn society. Fuck that bullshit.
It's not even the society part. It tells you that, oh, they were right and like everything else was wrong, and like
Take an A.
they won't even, you know, go into. They don't even like, and it's all, it's kind of all like one-sided, like, in, I don't know. When you learn history, it's all one-sided. You're not learning about the other side. It's like, oh.
They're trying to take B.
I didn't get the point of learning the science stuff. I didn't like it.
I mean, like, I don't even know about university, dude. Like, people spend, like,
It's funny because you forget everything you learn.
exactly. And it's like,
You don't
when are
even
you,
use it.
yeah, unless you become a
No one ever
teacher,
asks
and,
you about it.
like, unless you're gonna become a teacher.
And then you might see something that you learned before, but you can't remember it anymore.
Burn them up.
Yeah, like teacher, like, unless you're gonna be a teacher and teach that stuff, there's really like no point in learning it.
Their tank is advancing.
I actually kind of remember some of the stuff I learned.
Yeah, you do,
I'm not
but
saying I forgot everything. I mean,
The German tank is advancing. Stop it.
you're not gonna remember everything.
Oh, of course not. See, I don't even know math
Enemy
fucking...
tank is on the move.
They
Kill
expect me
its
to be...
escort.
Well, I don't know.
Kill the
Me,
crowds
they
around
expect
the
me to learn
tank.
how to divide fractions and shit.
like,
Fuck that.
dude.
The tank is
Like-
advancing.
But the thing is, another question I have for you forever, it kind of goes with education. Like, when you said about college, like by 16, you know, you should be ready to handle like life. Like, what courses do you think people should take
German
in
tank is
college? Like,
advancing. Stop it.
sorry, what was that? You didn't come through clear.
Shoot the escort by the tank.
Sorry, what was that, dude?
Get out
Nah,
the
you're too
kitchen.
far,
Tank is
Uncle.
advancing. That's one bridge down. Hold the line long enough for us to destroy the last bridge.
I'll just wait for him to come back. But like, unless you're going to school to be like a friggin'
Destroy the tank escort.
doctor, like.
I wouldn't go to school just to learn.
Huh?
Their tank is
Still
advancing.
have
So
to
sorry, forever.
learn the science and all this.
My question for you was, what are your thoughts on people going to university and taking all these courses?
Are they reopening it anyway?
The tank is backing up. In 2 minutes, we'll be ready to destroy the bridge.
Alright, my bad. I had to go
Their tank is
drain the
advancing.
anaconda.
All right, it's all good. It's all good, man. So, what are your thoughts on like university? Like people like going to university and getting all these. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
German tank is advancing. Stop it.
What? What?
Well, what are your thoughts on like university? Like you were talking about how at 16 people should be in university. Like,
I didn't say that. You mean like, okay, you say like by 16 you should graduate college?
yes, or university, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, from the point of where you learn to read and write, you know what I'm saying? That's basic shit for you to, you know, read and write. And then from that point, what else is important? It is like maybe social studies, you know what I'm saying? For some people who don't know how to come out their shell, or not being social, but not going into history, because history's full of shit. Science,
gonna drag on for months.
you know, and math. You don't really need nothing after that, because you don't use it in life. But you can use science, you can use math for eternity. Math is the best thing that you can learn to its infinity, because everything in the universe, from the ground to the stars, is math. So that's all you need. And by 16 years
We're
of
engaging
age,
in a surprise
you
attack
should
to
know
break through the front
all
line.
of it. You should understand your math,
But we must move quickly. The
understand
enemy
your
will
science,
destroy the last two bridges
you know
and
what I'm
trap
saying,
off.
your nature, all the important things. But that's not what we're getting out of these schools.
Escort
We're
our
getting all
tanks
kinds of
and break
bullshit
through the front line towards the breach.
where you're learning corporal type shit. You know, being a doctor, being whatever, you know, and all of these types of,
Hey,
all of these kind of fucking jobs, you know, these are all corporate type of, it's just bullshit. You don't need it in life.
A is blocked
You
by
know,
a hedgehog.
you've just got to learn the fundamentals of nature, science, math, reading and
Enemy
writing.
hedgehog is stopping A.
And you could learn all of that stuff by the time you're 16 years old and get ready to go
The
build
hedgehog is
something.
removed.
You
Now
know, have
Anton
something
can
good for
advance.
yourselves. But instead, we're segregated into these cities and shit,
Anton is
and
moving
we're all
forward.
competing for these roles. And not everybody gets them.
Yeah, no, like everybody wants
B
to
is
be
moving
this or that,
forward.
like a
Defend
certain
it.
thing. Like you get people who want to
We can
take.
all be, we can all have, we can all be
B
equal.
has almost crossed the
This
front
this
line.
earth has
All we
plenty
have to do
for
is get one
everyone.
more tank across the line.
But you know what? We're sheep.
A is falling back.
Social media, mainstream news sheep. And we're in this
A has almost crossed the front
motherfucking
line.
this
Protect it.
fucking matrix. We need to get out of that shit. We need to
A is
return
close
to the
breaking
land,
through the front
to
line.
our humanity, and we need to realize that we don't need this government contradicting what they do, because we can simply just go in our backyards and start
We've
feeding
broken
each other,
through the
start
front
helping
line.
each other,
Keep
start giving
moving
each other.
towards the bridge.
We don't need the government giving us
tank
this
is
shit.
running low on
We can
fuel.
build homes for each other.
Steal
We can
fuel
build,
from the enemy,
we can build
or our
cars
attack will
for each
stall.
other. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they can do, we can do for ourselves.
Enemy
But we're
aircraft
letting
incoming.
them do it, putting a price on it and a competition to it, and we don't all get it.
An enemy tank
Does
disabled
that make
one of our
sense?
tanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind
One
of.
tank
In a
left.
way, yeah.
We destroyed their ambush, but our last
Like-
Makes
tank
sense
is
to me,
almost out of
goddammit.
fuel.
Well,
Steal fuel
makes
from the
sense.
enemy.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's. But the one
In
thing I
other
was.
words, we need to return the government to the people. And the people. We need to take over the government, Don't give up your guns. Keep your guns.
They want
Shoot
the
a
people to
government
take their
official.
own
Fight
guns
for the
away.
fuel.
My next question is. It's not.
Kill Donald Trump.
I love Donald Trump.
What?
I know, I love Donald Trump too.
Yeah,
But
but I was
kill
just.
We are
Sorry, go
taking
ahead.
B.
Nah, we should kill Donald Trump.
Come again?
We are taking A.
Kill
again?
Donald
Take the enemy
Trump.
He
fuel.
said kill Donald Trump.
Let me get in my
A
car
has
right
been
now.
dropped.
I got your address.
The enemy has taken back B.
Was ist dies?
Let's get it.
One thing I find interesting though.
We are stealing
Like
B.
you said, like how you told me one time that like
The enemy has retrieved
we
B.
don't really need university or something or college.
Steal fuel from the enemy. We are stealing A.
I mean, we don't need it.
We really don't. I mean, you could just go straight to the company you want to learn. You know, like, let's say you want to be a doctor. You don't need no fucking college. You go to a hospital have a doctor teach you how to be a doctor. Period. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need it. It's another, like, you know, every year,
Will they hire?
every year, the government is trying to create jobs, right? College, you pay for it now. Before it used to be free, but you pay for it now. So it's now a business. So yeah, you're going to use it because you have to now, but you didn't have to use it. We don't really need it. It doesn't have to be that way. And of course, I mean, we have 7 billion people on the planet. If you want to be a doctor, then you should go to a hospital, and then you get hired by the hospital, and the hospital teaches you how to be the doctor. You don't need the university. You need the college. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that there's so many hospitals that there's so much room. Not everybody wants to be a doctor, but in every area, a lawyer, a doctor, a pharmacist, or whatever, there's room for everyone. And you should just go to that company and learn from there.
Until the bridge is
What the fuck
destroyed.
you college for? College is just a business. It's a place to put you as a civilian in debt to make your life hard.
Yes.
The enemy
All
has
those
taken
college
back
loans,
B.
you gotta pay that shit
Our
off.
tanks need that fuel.
All right.
It's like, man, like, just to learn, like, I seen this course on one website for, like, having machinery, like, you know, bobcats and shit.
30
They
seconds
train you,
left.
and it's like $11,500. It's like, and it's not, yeah, it's like, dude, like, there are people.
And then look at the courses take so fucking long. Trust me. Like, I want to be a rig driver. I gotta go to a school. I gotta take the
10
courses,
seconds
the
left.
tests, and all this, and it drags on for whatever, a month, whatever. When I can just go and drive with somebody for a week and know everything I need to know, hands on.
Without fuel, our
Yes,
tank cannot
and,
advance.
like,
our forces are trapped.
But, you know, the funny thing is, though, like, a lot of people know how to use machinery. Like, they've known it all their lives. Like, a lot of people where I live, they're fucking farmers, or, like, they learned how to use that shit.
Yeah.
And they don't need to know how to use that shit, but to get certified to get work, and it's like, that's what's happened, is, like, I don't know, like, man, like,
Right?
yeah, I'm alright. I just don't know what to say, man.
You done came to the crossroads. Yeah.
Yeah, came to the crossroads. Anyways, what was that? Like, my next question, I'm trying to think, like, what are your thoughts
Do
on
you like big
vaccination?
titties or little titties?
Oh, yeah, that'll be the next question. What is your preference of titties? What is your breast preference?
I don't like them joggernauts.
So you don't like them, you don't like
Grandma
the...
saggies?
I like nice athletic titties.
Forever like them Vienna sausage niggas.
I like them athletic titties. Them cup size, handfuls. I don't need
You don't
two
like that,
hands, my forearm and my shoulder holding that shit up.
You don't like that Dog the Bounty Hunter wife boobs?
On one titty, you got 2 hands, a forearm, and your shoulder on one titty. Just holding it up.
What about the dang old fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter wife boobs?
Oy, those things there. You can stretch them across the highway.
You could stretch them across the whole island in Hawaii.
She ain't got no butt.
Oh, she's got a fat butt. Are you kidding me? Like, well, it's like,
Okay.
I don't know, like fucking.
It might be wide and flat. I don't know.
Yeah, it's wide and flat.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's actually what I was just about to say. Yeah, and then I thought, no, it's not. It's flat but wide. It's like,
We're gonna be hitting bone.
be uncomfortable to sit though. I bet. Probably why a lot of white people have like back problems. Is no bottoms.
Nah, it's because of them big old boobies.
Well, that's for females.
Clear the shingle and capture the cliff bunker.
I think it's white guys because they have to, I don't know, stress or something. I don't know.
I don't know what the hell is holding her up. She should be leaning forward. Or falling forward.
Yeah, slouching.
Can't have that now. Can't have that now. Not my pork pie.
You know what's funny is you get those women who like get that shit like when they're like fucking 40 or 50 and try to get younger. It's like, yeah, that's never gonna work.
Oh, if they green, they might get it.
Oh.
Holy cow.
I don't
Airdrop
know.
incoming.
Family Villains in the building.
Yeah. Family Villains coming to you live from Chilling with the Villains. Where we tell you our...
Push the beach.
Oh, it's 2 hours, 10 minutes right now.
Bootios.
And nobody's come in since F1 Magma came in as soon as the stream started saying, yo, what's up?
Taking the bunker.
F1 what?
F1 Magma.
Securing the bunker.
Does he play PS4?
I don't know, and he's not here no more, so I couldn't really ask him.
Oh.
Take the bunkers.
Alright then.
Taking the enemy bunker.
Ah well, I'll ask him next time he comes in.
So what y'all doing now?
We just playing some... I'm just playing Call of Duty and just trying to keep this thing live, you know what I mean? Dang old. The thing is though, like... I don't know, man. You know what are your thoughts on soccer moms forever? Like those mothers who like think their kids are like their kids are better than everyone else. Like their kids could do no wrong.
I think they watch television and they want to be what they see on TV.
Have y'all seen that video where that soccer mom ran out on the field with that boy pushing that other boy down on the soccer field? He's playing too well.
Maybe your kid.
That stuff be
What would you? I wonder what would you have done forever had you seen that?
Like, Mom, what are you doing?
What would you do if
somebody pushing my kid on the soccer field, put him down? What would I do?
You would have done the same thing.
I wouldn't have done a goddamn thing. No, because my kid would have took care of that.
I cannot believe it.
My kid would have got up and punched him in the eye, and then I would have been like, see? That's what happens. That's what happens when you fuck with the wrong person.
Exactly, man. Like, you got all these parents, like, violence ain't the answer.
His mama will slap Zeke.
Oh, if his mama done slapped Zeke, my wife would have slapped her. And then I would have pulled them apart, and I would have been like, Miss, where's your husband? He's sitting over there. Okay. I'm gonna whip this motherfucking ass.
She probably doesn't even have a husband. She's probably got some boyfriend, like young boyfriend.
I will whip his ass.
He's like one of those hipster guys. He's like a hipster guy. No. Forget
Where's
cop.
the man of this relationship? Fuck him up.
He would be a hipster. He'd be like, no, sorry, Mr. Torres, we're not really like that. You see, it's 50-50. And I think forever be like, nah, you just a pussy.
That's right. That's
My
right.
husband's a sheriff.
Yeah, I'm a... Or no, my ex is a cop. Yeah, no, your ex ran away to the Philippines, lady. We all see those pictures on Facebook of his half Filipino son.
Y'all seen that Medea when she ran into that girl and like flipped that girl's car and she called her husband?
I'm gonna get off and falling asleep over here.
Alright, well thank you for joining us, Isaac. Appreciate it, man. Got anything you want to say before you go to the people maybe watching this later on?
Bye.
Bye.
But to you guys, love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we love you too now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, brother.
Alright, we got.
Alright, man.
Hey, people on the stream. Bye.
Yeah.
Yep, Isaac.
Take the bunkers!
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, that woman, like, oh. I feel like if I was there forever and like this scenario happened where it was Zeke getting slapped and your wife got involved, I would be the one there just eating popcorn being like, oh, now this is better than the Kardashians.
We were the referees, like,
Yeah, me and MD are the referees. We're just like, it's about to go down. We just grabbing popcorn and like, we just sit.
This is why I got this job.
Yeah. I'll get the popcorn and drinks. We just.
We failed! Fall back, regroup, and live
I
the
really
fight
would just
another
take it
day.
up with the man of the family.
Oh, we know that'd be that woman probably, because we know the dad is, her ex is probably in the Philippines, you know, with his new wife and new family, and it's some young guy, like 5 years younger than her, like, who's a fucking pussy. Or is some guy who's like got low self-esteem, so he lets her run the show.
Our enemy is upon us. They will attack with overwhelming force, but they must not prevail. You will hold this beach.
Man, I got a whole lot of work to do.
Well, cup of cigar.
Cigar.
Hey, Bear, why don't you smoke cigars?
I'm alright, man. I don't like the chemical.
Why don't you get cigars and take the stuff out and put weed in?
I used to do that for a long time, and it take a toll on your throat. So all I do now, I haven't even smoked in a long time.
Enemy
Now.
airdrop incoming.
I probably ain't smoking about 3 or 4 months now.
If you want to cook it.
Yeah, I take a goddamn shot of chip now for milk.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
Enemy
Yeah.
flamethrower on the battlefield. They are taking our bunker.
Like. Alright, here's another question I got forever, if you're still up for this.
The allies are securing the bunker.
Yeah.
Defend the
What are your
bunker.
thoughts on feminism?
They are taking our bunker. Our bunker has fallen.
Feminism.
Protect the final bunker.
What the heck is feminism?
Yeah, what is it nowadays?
The enemy is capturing our bunker.
It's like, I don't know, like, what are your thoughts on it? Like,
Like,
Push them back. Hold your
talking
ground.
about a man. Yeah, why don't you look it up and give us a description of what feminism is?
We must defend our
alright, I'll do that.
communications
Just let me
equipment. Hold the
get in
enemy
the
back.
safe zone here, and I will happily look it up
Is that
for
like
you.
not equal rights or something?
A
Well, no,
man
that's what
that-
it used to be.
Airdrop incoming.
I thought it was something like,
Like,
you know how the Bible say, you know, the woman was created for the man, so the woman, you know what I'm saying, like basically the man is superior to a woman.
Yeah, feminism.
All men should be free.
Feminism, the advocacy for women's rights on the basis of the equality of the sexes.
They destroyed some of our equipment.
What? Big words now.
Big words! No, it's a big ass sentence is what
Not
it is.
college students.
Nah, we ain't college students. We just hardworking people. Trying to figure
Coming
out.
down.
Okay, basically the simple English version. The basic is, it seems like it's just the
Our equipment is being
Equality.
destroyed.
It's something for equality of the
Guys?
sexes.
They destroyed
Yeah,
some
I'm
of our
alright. It's just, dang on, people think that feminism is cool. It just seems like it's hating on people. Seems like it's hating on men because, I don't know, apparently men are bad.
We have only one left.
What about a bull deck?
Bull deck? What the fuck?
Oh, man.
I'm starting to catch this vibe that Forever knows what feminism is, and like, this is his answer to it because he doesn't take it seriously.
He, she.
What do you... Forever, how many genders are there? Well, I guess he's not answering that one.
I don't think he's there right now.
No. Oh, wait.
Our communications equipment has been destroyed. Achtung! Fall back and defend the artillery guns. They must not fall. Airdrop incoming. Defend the artillery. The bomb is planted on our cannon. Disable it.
Dang, this was an interesting stream. It's definitely my longest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call her quits for this.
We've defused their bomb.
Yeah, I'm getting
What is it right now? 2 hours and 30-something minutes.
They
2
planted
hours,
the bomb
12
on our
minutes.
ammo supply.
Alright, what's we talking
Defend our
about now?
cannons.
We're gonna talk
Bull
about...
deck.
What we talking about?
We're gonna talk about,
The enemy has planted
How many
explosives. Defuse it
genders?
now. Agent
Yeah.
has detonated.
Gender. A man and a woman, nigga.
So, there's no gender fluid or non-binary?
So you said it.
Our gunners
I don't know, those are just retarded mistakes.
Bull deck.
hold them back. Defend the guns.
We put back in the ground.
This is what happens when you tell your children they can be whatever they want.
You don't want to be Will Smith, son.
What?
Wait, sorry,
No,
you
Jaden
don't?
Smith.
Detonated.
Yeah.
The gun cannot take
I
anymore.
don't think he's like... He over here
Yeah,
rapping.
Jaden,
He can't rap.
Jaden Smith, he publicly said that he would like to have his penis removed because he
Yeah,
don't
but he
want to
never
be a
did
man or a woman.
What?
don't know that.
Oh, poor Will. I bet you Will probably had to have a whole bottle of Jack Daniels after hearing that.
You don't know that? You what are you, all in the skirt?
You don't know that either.
Dang old.
Shit. But he said it, though. That's
And
what he
people
believed.
ain't
That's
gonna
how he
forget
feels.
it.
That's how he feels.
Defend the artillery guns.
Where'd you get this information out?
He said it, man. It was on an interview. Look it up. You might find it on YouTube.
The new Karate Kid wants his penis chopped off. Wow.
Yeah, well, Jaden Smith interview wants his penis removed, whatever.
Forever said penis. He didn't say his dick or his cock.
Oh, yeah.
The artillery gun.
Alright, so yeah, you guys are talking about,
Our cannon cannot take another.
well, feminists.
Yeah, feminism. We're talking about.
Well, anyway, so what was the question anyway about?
Like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, you're the older person here. Like, you're like Master Yoda.
The Allied invasion
Well,
has begun. The
I
Führer will
just
not
feel
defeat.
that when
They got a
you
video.
know, when you go back and you go back and it's just like Christianity, where a woman couldn't work, a woman
had to stay. You know, basically the stereotypical thing was barefoot in the kitchen and pregnant. You understand
Sounds a
me?
lot like Islam.
Well, that's the way it was in America. That
Oh.
was what a Christian woman was supposed to be. Supposed to be barefoot, pregnant, in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That was a stereotype for a woman. Women didn't have any rights. Any. You know what I'm saying? The man spoke for the woman. The woman couldn't speak for herself. So that created this movement for women who are labeled feminists because it's a female for a female and a female's right to be able to speak for herself, be able to have a job, be able to be independent, not have to be married and raise a family, that type of thing. So it's basically an independent woman. So I'm with an independent woman, you know, but I'm not with a woman that feels superior to. You know, you got a man and you got a woman, husband and a wife, and you all have your roles.
Hmm.
That's how I see that now.
Very interesting viewpoint.
Okay. So he said when he turns 18, he wants to have his penis chopped off and dipped in gold and display it as a statue. That sounds like a joke.
The sad thing is, it probably isn't.
But the thing is that because he wants his penis removed because he does, you see how he dressed, right? So people talk about your dress, yeah, but he was one of the founders of this dressing. What happened was the people saying that you're dressing like a girl. It's media, social media, is the people responding like, oh, you look like a fag, you're just like a girl, or whatever, right? So he was wearing makeup one time or whatever. So his idea was like, well, whatever. Why can't men dress this way? Why can't it be both ways? Why can't it be just like, why does it have to be this for men or that for women? And so then after that, he had an interview. I don't know if it was Ellen or somewhere. He had an interview and he was just like, I would rather have my penis removed and just not be a man or a woman and just be able to express myself in any way. Wear whatever I want, dress how, you know what I'm saying? Like put on whatever I want, makeup, whatever. Just be whatever I want to be without being labeled as a girl or a guy. And that's where, and even Will Smith spoke on it. And he said, hey, you know, that's his choice. That's his mind. That's his choice. I support him. I support, you know, his views and whatever. So like, you know, that dance you bought on Fortnite, and then we call it gay. You know what I'm saying? Well, Jaden Smith would like to dance that way without being called a girl.
You telling me, say somebody like Hulk Hogan, if he started dancing like that, you gonna call him gay?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him gay.
No, boy.
Call it out, be honest.
Just because maybe he was just making a joke. He was just joking around.
So you're saying. So you're saying.
That's your boy, Hulk Hogan. Like Hulk, I know Hulk
like
Hogan.
That.
That's my boy, Hulk Hogan. He was forced to do this. He would never. He that's my man.
In about 5 minutes here, I'm about to watch a movie with my wife.
Yeah, I'm about to head for bed soon. I'm about to end the stream. I think I'm gonna end the stream in about a few minutes.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but it's a whole lot of weird things going on with Jake.
When I turn 18, I'm gonna get my penis cut off, dipped in gold, and display it as a statue.
Oh God. I hope I die when he turns 18.
Pretty sure he's like almost 21. Dead man walking. I bet his penis is already dipped in gold.
Oh God. Oh God. Why are we thinking about this?
That's a sad day in this world.
He's that dude from Austin Powers. Gold.
What?
That dude that has dude got a golden penis.
Right, you seen all of them?
Yeah. Even the one with Beyonce, I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's one, right? Shit, they're all my favorites.
Fat one, Benny Me.
Have you ever seen Nacho Libre?
Yes.
I've seen clips of it.
I love that movie.
Have you seen Zorro?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie. They don't show it anymore.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I guess
You know what? That was a good movie, wasn't it?
Is it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
There we go. We'll start with that gun tomorrow. Alright, folks. Thank y'all for... I guess there wasn't many people in the stream, obviously, but... Thank you for watching now that the stream is not live. Thank you so much. Stay cool. Special thank you to Forever Sin, M. Dinkins, Isaac, and Zeke for being here. This is one of the longest streams I've ever hosted at 2 minutes and 32 minutes, 2 hours and 32 minutes.
Get them numbers now.
Yeah, I get them numbers right. Holy shoot. This is probably going to have a...
32 hours?
2 minutes, 32 hours. Simple math. LOL.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, fellas, for being in this video. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think about some of the stuff we talked about, if you want to. It's up to you.
Watch
Anyways.
yourselves now.
Yeah.
Bull dagger.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, goodbye.
Family Villains.
Family villain outlaw.
And that's... No, it wasn't a rap. Broadcast settings.